Howdy all y'all, it's time for cake. When last we left off, well, for starters, when last we left off I didn't have this nice green armor I'm wearing. I still don't know if I'm lucky or not. I got this Absorption 4 enchant, and near as I can tell, that gives me like a whole row of gold hearts, and that's nice, but I'm not sure if that's quite so nice as protection 4, you know? I mean, which is better? Having twice as much health or taking a quarter as much damage? I think I'd rather have protection 4. But hey, that's not really what I want to focus on. No, it's not. Y'all remember this half-finished project right here behind me? Yes, you do. I have been working on it, but not working on it, kinda. I have been plotting and planning, and I have been manufacturing things to go into it. Like, I've got another Hopperhock, and I made a Munchdew. And, you know, when you make a Munchdew, the quest reward gives you 3 more Munchdews, and I'm not even sure what to do with that now. Got a mana pool. Got a half dozen regular mana spreaders, redstone mana spreader, a redstone comparator, a little bit of redstone, a couple pressure plates, and, you know, we're going to see what we can do, because I swear this thing is nearly finished. It really, truly is, and right now it's got a whole bunch of trees all growed up, and that's nice. Let's pop upstairs, and what I want to do here, I want to have to kind of get under this. What I want to do here is I want to put a mana pool up here, and then I'm going to put a mana spreader here, except I can't jump that high. Let's see, how does that work? Well, I could put one there. Let me walk over here. I could put one there. I could put one here. I could put one here. And all these are going to get linked to this mana pool. And I better knock out that, I better knock this block out. Oh, I can't do that. There's a mana spreader in the way now. Alright, well, you know, planning is good and all, but gotta adapt. Gotta adapt. Okay, so these are all going to be firing into that mana pool. And the reason for that is when the mana burst with the bore lens comes up here and knocks out all the tree trunks, it's going to throw mana into these mana pools. Well, it's just going to sit here if I don't do nothing with it. So that's kind of a thing. So those are all going to take mana from these pools, put it into that top pool. And I suppose you can imagine what our next step is. If you guessed put a mana spreader on top of the top pool, you are correct. So we're going to put one of these up here. And now it's going to get a little bit fiddly, because unfortunately I need this thing to come way out to the side. So let's hop down. That's not quite where I meant to hop down to. There we go. So what I'm going to do here is I want a mana spreader to fire at this mana pool. And I want it to be kind of sort of far. It's got to be far enough away from this mana lens here that the beam doesn't bend towards these other pools that I'm going to set up. So what I'm going to do then, I believe, is I'm going to set up a pool. And I need to make a pool, come to think of it. Hey, you know, this planning thing, I'm not great at it. In fact, I can see where I'm going to have to make another mana spreader, maybe 2. Alright, well, we'll get on it. We'll get on it. But for now, we're just going to make these here mana pools. And I'm going to put those into one of these mana pools to turn them into regular mana pools instead of half-assed mana pools. Pardon me. Half-butted mana pools. I don't talk like that. Not much. This is cranking along real nice. One of the ways I kind of figure if it's healthy is there a small or a large number of taters here? So it's doing all right. So I'm going to go ahead and put another stack of taters in there to feed off to the side. Anyhow, so what I want here is I want that mana spreader to fire down into a pool that's going to be, say, someplace over here. I'm going to say alright, that's 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, but it's high up again. This is a problem, you see, because if a mana spreader goes a distance of 10, it starts to lose mana, and we may regard that as bad. So let's do this. Let's put you, well, I'll put a block there. And I'm going to put, actually, let's put a block here. Let's put a block. Let's put the pool right there. And let's put our spreader right under that. And that's going to fire into a pool right here. Okay. And yep, sure enough, I need another mana spreader. I thought I might. I miscounted. I thought I might. Okay, let's see now. 37, 41. Way too many purple flowers. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make 2 of these while I'm at it, just in case I'm wrong and I need 2 mana spreaders. It would not be the first time. Okay, so. Oh, I tamed this guy. I can't rename him. He was stuck underneath my automated alchemy furnace thing here, and somehow I turned Wayla off, and I can't decide if I like it or not. Anyway, he was stuck under here in the lava, and so I just fed him, and then I knocked out the cauldron and let him out, and he's been flapping happily along, and he attacks stuff when it pops up in there, and so far that has proven to be a much more reliable way of dealing with day 8 than these stupid dang hostile mob inhibitors that do not seem to work. Not that I am bitter about spending, let me think a minute, 600, 800, close to 1,000 dark power, should we say? Yeah, close to 1,000 dark power on hostile mob inhibitors that do not appear to inhibit hostile mobs for a damn. Okay, so I've got to make some mana spreaders. There goes the gold, petals, and living wood, and hooray. Okay, so I want to put this one here. And I'm going to link this one to here. So what we're creating is kind of a loop, is if you can see here. I imagine you can. So I'm going to pop up to here, and I'm going to knock these out. And there's a mana spreader underneath that, and I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to pop down. And now that one's linked into here. So we're getting places. We're getting there. So I'm going to pop up here. And now here's the tricky one. I want to link this one to that over there. And oh, I could reach. Haha. Oh, and it started pumping immediately. Okay, well that tells me exactly that tells me that yes, indeed, everything is in range. That's cool. Excellent. Excellent. And it is filling up this pool down here, which is perfect. And that's all the mana that was trapped up there. That's excellent. All right, so let's refresh a little bit here. This bud switch causes this to fire and kind of stutter its rotation. And it's got a Bohr magnetism lens which curbs its ray along the trunks of these trees, and it drills and destroys the trunks of the trees, and then that ends up in those mana pools up at the top. And the mana spreaders all put them into that very tippy top mana pool, and then that top mana spreader fires to this mana pool, to that mana spreader, to this mana pool, to this mana spreader, and here we are again, this mana pool which feeds the original Bohr lens mana spreader. Alright, so that's nice. That's handy and stuff. But we can do better than this. Oh yes, and I forgot. We've got this Rannuncarpus here, and so long as there are saplings on the ground near it, it will plant on these dirt here. These are special dirt. It's hard to see, but I think they're a little oranger, maybe? I could be wrong. But yeah, they're special dirt. The Rannuncarpus will plant saplings on just those 4 dirt, not any of this other dirt that's lying around here. So that's a nice kind of thing, but I need to set up a thing for the Rannuncarpus with like a pressure plate. Like so. And that pressure plate's going to send out a signal. And I need some stone. Pressure plate's going to send out a signal. Let's do this. Nope, that will not knock it out. Okay. So let's do this instead. There we go, that's better. And that is going to go to another stone block. Nope. There. Alright. And that stone block is going to have another piece of redstone on top. Now wait a second. This ain't working quite the way I figured. I want no redstone when this is empty. So that'll be on. And then the next one will be off. That's how I want it. Let's confirm that that's what we actually made. Right, okay. So if there's a hopper here, why do I say if? Why don't I just get a hopper? Wouldn't that be lovely? Have I used all my hoppers up? I think I may have used all my hoppers up. Alright. Not a big thing. We got a lot of iron. So let's take you out. And I know I'm going to need more than one, so let's take you out. Chests. I didn't bring any wood down here. I'm an idiot. Take a stack of those. Take that. Alright. It's starting to get a little cluttered. Feels more like my inventory. Ha ha ha. Okie doke. And voila, we have hoppers. And the other thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need an open box. And that is made like so. Open crate, excuse me. Okay, so the open crate goes here. Oh, no it doesn't. The open crate goes there. And then the hopper goes on top of that. And right now it'll drop because there's nothing to... There's no redstone signal. But now, as soon as something falls, there's a redstone signal and it stops the hopper from dropping more. This is the same rig I got over here, feeding charcoal. Well, right now it's not feeding charcoal. There. Now it's feeding coal to my ender flames. So that'll work. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break this for the moment because I don't want... Whoops. That's a problem. That's the reverse of what I wanted to have happen. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to mess with it. Anyhow, so that'll keep that Rannuncarpus happy with plenty of saplings. So now I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to put down this beautiful little thing called a Munchdew. And I'm going to set this Munchdew up, I think, right here. And it's immediately going to start feeding mana into a mana spreader, but the question is which mana spreader. I want it to feed into that mana spreader. Is that too far away? I think that's too far away. Okay. Let's try here. There we go. That's working. Alright, shove off, Bert. I'm busy here. Oh my god. See, I don't quite want him to not follow me, but at the same time it's kind of a hassle when he does. So let's do this. Movement, wander, movement, follow, wander. Crap, okay. Sitting, yes. There we go. Hopefully that means he'll stay still. Alright. Okay, so this should take about once a minute. This should eat as much of the leaves as it can and then stuff that into the mana spreader here, and that'll fire it into here. And I want to break this. And I'm going to put a redstone comparator coming out. Ah, look at that. There it goes. Going to put a redstone comparator here. Actually, let's turn this on real quick just to watch the fun. So yeah, you can see it's busting up all the wood, and it has produced the Rannuncarpus has put more saplings up there already. Now, the only problem I see is that there's that piece of wood right in the middle, and I don't think it's going to get that one. Yeah, it's not. Interesting. Need to think about that, whether that's a problem or not. But yeah, so we can see now that between this thing and the little boar thing here, we can see that it is going to eat and produce a lot of mana, particularly once we set up a Hopperhock and a chest for that Hopperhock to feed stuff into. Actually, it doesn't need a chest. Pardon me. Excuse me. It does not need a chest. But I do need a couple of sticks. So let's come over here, and I'm going to put down another plate. And I'm going to put the same deal I did last time, basically. And that's going to feed a thing there, and a thing there. And I need to make a couple of redstone torches. Excellent. Now I'm going to put that second hopper I got right here. That's pointing the wrong way. It's got to be pointing down into the... Oh, I need another open crate. I need another open crate. This is all working out. This is all working out. We're at 22 minutes, and I'm feeling pretty confident that I'll have this wrapped up in 30. Because I'm just that good. Alright, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so hopper. There we go. Now I need an item frame. I need an item frame. Okay, well, let's get that item frame. Gonna need a little bit of leather. And the good news is that I've already got a whole lot of sticks in my inventory. Okay, so there's that, and there's that. And I'm going to put this item frame over here, and I'm going to put one piece of wood in there, and then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put some dirt. I'm going to take this Hopperhock, put it up there, and I want to be sure it's picking up only items in frames. And it is. And it immediately put wood in there. And that's awesome. Except that I missed a critical thing. Anybody guess what I missed? I know what I missed. What I missed... I'll go ahead and put that there. It can't hurt nothing. What I missed is I need a furnace. I don't have regular stone. I don't have normal stone. That's the problem with using a silk touch pick all the time. You start going, where did I put my cobble? There's some cobble. That'll do. So here's the tricky thing. What we're going to do is kind of similar to what we did over here. We got a thing feeding taters into this furnace, into this hopper, into this open crate. Down it goes the Gormarillas. In this case, it's going to feed wood into the furnace, into the hopper, into the crate, and then that's going to feed to endoflames. And those endoflames are all going to be aimed back at this mana pool over here. So that is the plan at this time. Got to be careful not to get too darn close. Alright, so let's put y'all up there for now. And I want my hopper to be on top of that stack. I'm not that tall. Okay. Might help if I was jumping on top of it. Alright, so hopper goes here. Furnace goes here, excuse me. On top of the hopper. Come on, break. Fine. Gotta love how it does that. Okay, so I'm going to put the frame on this side of the hopper, because in some cases it matters, or this side of the furnace. In some cases it matters what side the frame is on, and I think furnaces are one of those cases. Alright, so now I'm going to put the Hopperhock on there, and we're going to check that. Pick up only items in frames. Good, good. Okay, and it should be putting them in here. Oh, that's not what I want. I need to get it to put it in the top. How is that going to work? Oh, it's not. Yeah, see, it's putting them in the middle. Okay, How do I get it to do this? Well, there's one solution, which is that I make myself another chest. And you know, rather than mess around, or should I put the Hopperhawk on the far side? That might be the other option. Let's try that. Okay, let's see if this matters. Still seems like, yeah, it's putting them in the bottom still. Okay, that's a problem. Alright, well, the obvious solution is the obvious one, which is that I'm going to have to make another chest. Won't take but a minute. I hope, because I really do have a hard 30-minute time limit today, and I cannot stick around to play with this if it is all but working. Okay, so let's get you all up there. Oh, right. What I needed wasn't another chest. What I needed was a hopper. Of course, it takes a chest to make a hopper, but I'm glad I figured that out before I installed it and confused myself. Okay. There. Okay. Hopper goes. I want to put the hopper. Let's. God, hate how it does that. Put the hopper on that side. Now that should let me. Yeah, that's coming into that side of the chest. Now I think anything I put there is going to end up. No, it's putting it in the bottom. Oh, it's got to be on top, doesn't it? Doggone it. Alright. Okay. Let's see here. So 29 minutes. Scary. Oh, so scary. Alright, hopper goes on top. Darn it. Oh, I can shorten this the other way then. There. That is, this hopper goes here. And now the furnace goes on top of that. There. And now I have my last hopper. Where'd it go? I had another hopper. Is it in the furnace? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. This hopper goes on top of the furnace. There. Now that one, I put my item frame on it, put my wood in it, and I'm going to knock this out, and I'm going to put some dirt here. I'm going to put the Hopperhock. Can I see up there? No, I can't. There. Now that should be taking any oak wood I drop and putting it in the top of the furnace. Yes! Alright. We are one step away from finishing this, but it is 32 minutes and I really can't do it. So here's the other last step that I'm going to do. I'm going to put an endo flame so it'll activate the furnace without burning wood. And then over here I'm going to put some exo flames that will burn the charcoal made from the wood, and that will be pumped back into this mana pool. And then I will have to make basically an overflow valve for this mana pool, so that there will be a redstone mana spreader, and it will pump mana out into this system out here for distribution. And if this is down to like less than 10% or so, it'll cut off. And then we'll have a nice kind of a closed system thing going. What I need to do is knock that out. To make that work, I need to knock that out. Okay, anyway. So yeah, so what we're going to end up with is we're going to end up with a thing where the Munchdew eats the leaves, and there will be a bunch of endo flames over here that'll eat the charcoal that the logs are made into, and the Rannuncarpus will replant what? I beg your pardon? Someone out there has a bow. The Rannuncarpus will replant the trees once they've grown. And that's the whole thing. That's all of it. That's the plan. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how that turns out. So, excuse me. Isn't that cute? He's beating the hell out of that creeper. He's not doing it quick enough, though. Yeah. Did you take any damage? I can't tell. I need to figure out how to turn Wayla on again. Alright, folks. Almost finished it. Almost. Really, it was close. So I appreciate all your time, and thank you very much. And, you know what to say. You know what I say. Take care, all.